Well, hello, my soul friends. Okay, so this is going to be the last video for a little while because I'm taking a hiatus for some personal reasons, to do a personal reset, and to do some remodeling of my YouTube channel and other projects that I'm working on and myself. So I just wanted to do one more video. Actually, there's going to be two more videos. This one talking about the new moon and my hiatus. And then I'm going to do another video about a giveaway I'm doing through Instagram. So that one will be coming up next. But here we are, the day before the new moon. And whew, I'm looking forward to this. We have the energy, for me anyway, and I'd love to hear from you, has been quite a bit of a roller coaster again. Not as intense as 2020, but some similar feelings and aspects anyway. I'm going to start with dropping us in for just a moment, get myself centered and grounded, and invite you to do the same thing. So if you can, take a seat, lie on the floor if you can, and just take a few moments for you as we dive into where we're at and the possibility of the energy that is around us to work with. Okay, here we go. So just breathing into this moment, dropping your awareness inward, breathing in through your heart, feeling some of that yummy love and compassion and acceptance that you offer others. Offer it to yourself. Claim this moment for you. And just take a deep breath, breathing into what you need in this moment. Maybe acknowledging what you need for the very first time today. What do you need? You might want to place your hand over your heart just to get that real connection. What do you need? Imagine breathing into that right now. And letting go of everything else. And coming into this present moment so we can have a little chat. So first of all, let me tell you about the reason I'm doing a hiatus. A couple of reasons. My series I just did, if you haven't watched, go back and watch it, all on self-care, really surfaced a lot for me. How I was really out of alignment with what I need and wasn't in a good routine, and on and on and on. I saw myself, and I often say these videos are for you. It's my mission to support others with soul work and connecting to higher potential and getting what's in the way out of the way. But they're also for me. In fact, this is what I've been writing about for a while now in a book and in my blogs about, we are cultivating the soul medicine that we all need. And that's what my message is about. But this was really striking. I mean, every video I did, I was like, no, my soul was tapping me like, are you listening? Are you taking action? What are you doing? So that's number one. I really need to step out. I need to do a reset in myself. I'm planning on doing a cleanse. I'm planning on looking at all that, my foundational systems and resetting them so I can be better supported on the inner and in my life to do my purpose. So that's reason one. Reason two is that I want to remodel my YouTube channel. I had a wonderful woman step forward to help me in process remodeling of my Instagram, which I'm loving. But YouTube, my intention for starting was to start where I was and show up how I am and make mistakes, and it didn't matter. The practice for 2020 is when I started it, was just to allow myself space to play, to be perfectly imperfect, and to just show up. And then I got another little tap from my soul, from God, the universe, however you connect. And it was kind of like, okay, now you're trying to outreach to support others, and you've been playing and practicing, but now it's time to make it a little bit more, I don't want to say, I guess more professional, maybe, but to dial in my message and to package it in a way that mirrors my soul intention. That's a good way of saying it. That's kind of what we're doing on Instagram. I'm loving the design there. And instead of just showing up and like, whatever, just, saying whatever without knowing exactly what I'm going to say. And that's kind of works. And I like that too. I mostly in 2020, I didn't script anything. I had a topic. I showed up, I sat down, I spoke. And so that worked. But I want to just kind of like find my message and cultivate it and refine it. And so that's what the next video is going to be about, because you're going to help me do that in the giveaway. Okay, so let's talk about the new moon. I love new moons, don't you? New moons are a gift every month of fresh energy coming in for us to set new intentions, cultivate new seeds of possibilities, kind of assess where we are, turn in, reflect. So the new moon is on April 11th at 7:30 p.m. I think Pacific time anyway. If you're somewhere else in the world, look it up. And when we have a new moon, it's the phase of the moon where it's the moon has gone into the darkness. Really, we don't see it visibly in the sky. It's a time to reflect, to turn within, and think about planting seeds in the dark soil, right? So this new moon is in Aries, and wherever the new moon is, that is the energy. I always say the energy we borrow. We get to feel what it's like to be in Aries or have a lot of Aries in our chart. Aries is all about taking initiative, about being bold, about stepping forward. It's going to be a return of a lot of energy because there's a lot of planets in Aries on right now and tomorrow in particular, since we're talking about the new moon. So a lot of Aries energy. And on a side note, I just learned this recently, and I don't have enough information to speak to it, but I want to say that springtime is really the new year. The calendar was changed to include January and February, but the new year used to start in March before I think it was Julius Caesar. And there's all kinds of different reasons why. But to me, I was actually talking to my husband about this morning, actually, that I was curious about, is that where we began to disconnect from our true natures because we began to step away from the natural cycles? Springtime, don't you naturally feel like, ooh, time to get moving, time to take some action, right? But in January, come on, we're still in our cocoons. And I am for sure. It's just a calendar that says January is the new year, but really our new year is more aligned with new energy that supports motivation moving forward. And that's what springtime is like, right? So as we see all the animals and the birds returning to their busy lives, and they're, doing what they're doing out there, buzzing bees. And every time I go out and do my sit, there's a huge bumblebee that buzzes around me. And I'm like, I know, time to step up, time to take my inspiration and move forward in a new direction with something. So that's what this time is all about. And there's a lot of aspects with this new moon. In fact, new moons are kind of, in general, just kind of sweet for me, sweet kind of benign energy that's like, okay, what do I want to do? And what's my intention? But this one has some intensity and also lots of blessings for good energy. But we do have, let me back up a step. And I want to say, this whole year, the backdrop of this whole year is the aspect between Saturn and Uranus. And, oops, I'm losing my spot here. Let me go back up. I just want to get this right for you guys, who's ever watching. And I hope that you comment and let me know that you're with me. And like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm coming back in a month. And I do hope that you participate in the giveaway, because you're going to help me remodel this and help me build my platform so I can get more of an outreach out there. Okay, so the backdrop of 2021 is the Saturn square Uranus, right? So Saturn squaring Uranus can be like this tension. It's really the constant feeling of gas on and then brake, foot on the gas, foot on the brake. And it's a constant invitation all year long for us to look at what's not working, old, outdated systems in our own minds, in our own lives, and in the collective, and then coming up with innovative, inspired new ways of being and seeing and serving humanity, right? So that's going on. So with every new moon or full moon or any aspect, that's really like what the behind the scenes goal is here, right? So, but personally, Saturn squaring Uranus could feel like more obstacles, more roadblocks, but also like your engine's running, you want to go. Well, with this new moon, you're really going to feel your engine is running. In fact, you've been sitting in the car for a long time and you want to go, right? Don't you feel that? So it's always good to be mindful of that energy. Do you have a map? Do you have a plan? Do you have some action? Because Aries energy can be impulsive. And you might have been sitting with an idea for a long time, or a new idea bursts into your awareness and you want to act on it right away. So I would just encourage you to know the energy is going to be here for a little while. Just set the intention tomorrow or on the 11th or around the new moon. Technically they say 3 days before and after an aspect like this, or new moon, full moon. So just begin to say, okay, I feel the energy. I feel the call, that soul call. Write it down, set the intention, do a little ceremony with it, a little ritual, light a candle. Literally go plant some seeds in the ground and empower them with what it is you want to grow. I love that idea, right? But don't rush in to the action unless it's something you've been thinking about for a while and it's safe to proceed and it feels right at this time. Always check in with your soul wisdom. Put your hand on your heart, your hand on your belly. Breathe in, check in with that soul wisdom, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of impulse right now. Aries energy, ruled by Mars, could also bring a rise in anger or frustration or irritability because you can't do the thing you want to do exactly how you want to do it. So again, we're going to just work with the energy and do what you can do from where you are at this time. Vision for the next steps beyond, okay? Use the energy though. Go exercise, go dance, go do something that helps keep the energy moving. You don't want to shut this energy down. It's really wonderful. I definitely would say, I'm always saying do a vision board, but this is a good time to do a vision board. It's a real good time to journal out. Journal maybe some questions like feeling unlimited, I now can, or what I really want to do is, or what my soul is calling me to do is a good one. And journal, to stream of consciousness, let it come out, see what wants to be seen by you so you can take action. And then kind of, create a system. Been wanting to do a video on Kanban. If you don't know what Kanban is, I may do a video in May. But Kanban is an organizational system where you have so much overwhelm and you don't know where to start. It helps you kind of organize that. So I think I'll do a video on that in May, but you can go look it up. It's Kan-BAN. It's a Japanese organizing system that's really great. I use it in a way that has made it more personal to what I need. So anyway, it's a time to just take all this exciting energy and write it down, make your list, and then do some strategize how to move forward. What is the viable next step? Don't have to do it all at once, even though you may feel like you want to, and you could, because energy is going to feel really great. There's another aspect that is a little challenging, but all aspects are good. They're all purposeful. But Venus has been squaring Pluto, and it will be on the new moon as well. So that's where Venus is the planet of love and creativity and money, and Pluto is the planet of our shadow and deeper transformation. So this is a time we're going to be looking more deeply at what we believe about love, or loving ourselves, loving others. There may be some power struggle in your relationship because You're trying to emerge a new way of loving yourself and loving others. So there may be some power struggle and intensity here. So this has been going on. I've been feeling this. But think about intensity. It's something is trying to emerge, something new. And also Pluto wants to show us again what isn't working, so we can choose something that is more supportive to ourselves, to our relationships, to love, to life, right? Okay, I think I don't want to go into all the aspects. Just know that this is happening tomorrow on the 11th, new moon in Aries. And then, oh, I do want to mention this though, because there's a lot of planets in Aries and they are aspecting Chiron. So if you've been feeling some of your old wounds surfacing, I know that I have, just feeling kind of like, I have to look at this again. Well, it's an opportunity for healing, and I can't find my note on this. So I think it's, oh yes, okay. So we've got the new moon, very close to Mercury, Chiron, and Venus. So Mercury and Venus and the new moon close to Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. Again, bringing up our wounds so we can find the gifts in the wounds, right? It's not a bad thing. It's a purposeful thing, okay? So that will be happening too. Really, it's a time to, embrace this energy, but also embrace some extra self-love and compassion and acceptance right now, because a lot may be surfacing. Again, exercise, get on your bike, go for a nice hike, hold your intention in your mind, or dancing. Hold your intentions in your mind, what you want to create through this new moon phase. For me, I want to reclaim health in my body, or at least get back on track with healthy eating, and maybe lighten up a little bit, if you know what I mean. So I'm looking to do a cleanse and change up my eating habits. So I can put on some music and dance to that music, hold my intention, and move everything out that is not aligned with what I'm trying to create, okay? I may feel some sadness for not being on a good self-care routine. Emerge, moving with that energy, moving the sadness out. I may feel some anger that I'm not in my 20s anymore, and my body isn't a 20-year-old body anymore. That may feel like grief and anger. I could dance that out as well, while holding my intention to meet myself right where I am today and start again. Okay? So use the energy, set your intention, use the energy to clear whatever is in the way of the way with some physical movement. It's going to really help you. And then keep coming back to what's the next step that I can do. Again, your engine's going to be racing. You're going to want to go do it all. Pace with grace has been my mantra. Pace with grace. Aries doesn't want to pace with grace. Aries wants to plow forward. But when we plow forward without awareness, is this connected to my highest good? Is this connected to integrity? Sometimes we can just be rash and move forward because we think this is my time and I'm doing it. And we're not aware of the wake behind us, and where we may be still an old pattern. And this is really key. Every new moon, you want to make sure you're aligned with your new way of being. You've done some of your soul work. You've done your inner work. You've looked at some of your old patterns that were based on your wounded self, and you change them to support your highest soul potential. All right, there's a lot there. I think I'm going to leave it right here. I'll be stepping out for a month off of YouTube anyway. No more videos. I'm still going to be meeting people at Instagram. It's part of my spiritual practice. So I've got a bunch of videos here. Go watch them. And that's going to be part of the giveaway. I'm going to invite you to give me some supportive information about how to improve my YouTube channel. So do stay tuned and connected to me, or you can email me at soulvisioning@gmail.com anytime. And you can go to my website, still not quite finished, but enough information there to interact with me, victoriajazwick.com. That's my website. All right. Thanks for being with me spending some time with me. See, Aries is rushing me forward to wrap up this video. But I really am grateful and honored for those of you who take the time to sit with me and listen to what I have to share with you. And for those of you who write to me privately or comment on how these videos are supporting you, that really feeds my soul and inspires me too. So take good care of yourself until we meet again. Remember, a nurtured soul grows a beautiful life. See you next time.